The House has resumed. The House has resumed for extended sitting, and I call on Government Orders of the Day, numbers 11 and 12.
Ngati Manawa Claims Settlement Bill, third reading. Ngati Whare Claims Settlement Bill, third reading.
Honourable Dr. Peter Sharples.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the Ngati Manawa Ngati Whare Claims Settlement Bill be now read a third time. Tēnā koutou kua tai mai. Aha kua. Te roa te wā o te hikoi ka tai ki tēnei wā kua tai mai. Nā reira, e tikana kia mihati kia koutou, ko whakaki nei tō tātou ātāmira nei. Nā reira, tēnā koutou i o tātou tini aitua, ka hoki aku mahara kia Bill Bird, tōna kaha ki te whai i tēnei kreme, taino ki tōna matenga. Nā reira, ngā mate kia rātou haere o ki oki pai mai. E rangi ko te mea nui i tēnei haora, ko koutou, ngā morehu o ngā tīpuna mātua, e noho tahi nei, kua whakakotahi tia e te kaupapa, e whakakotahi ai tātou i tēnei rā. Nā reira, nau mai, haere mai rā. Mr. Speaker, this legislation brings together the Treaty of Waitangi, claims of the descendants of Apa Hāpai Taketake, Tangi Haruru, and Toi Te Huatahi. These are peoples of the Kuhawaia and Kaingaroa Plains, the Rangataiki and Whirinaki rivers, and the lands of Te Whaiti and Minginui, Te Whirinaki Te Pua Tāne, Puruwera lands in the east, the mountains Tāwhiuau and Tu Watawata. And I welcome the descendants of Ngati Manawa and Ngati Whare to this house. Ko Tāwhiuau te maunga, ko Rangitaiki te awa, ko Rangipo te wehenga o te tuna, ko Ngati Manawa te iwi. The late Ngati Manawa rangatira Bill Bird was at the Rangitahi Marae with his people when I had the privilege of representing the Crown at the tribe's signing of the deed of settlement back in December 2009. Bill was a leader, a visionary, but importantly, Bill was a realist. We've got to get real. The problem is real, so the solution has to be real, he once told a reporter. Throughout Ngati Manawa's many years of negotiations with the Crown, Bill and many others, including the late Denise Howden, made sure the Crown got real. Ngati Manawa leaders urged their people to stay focused and, most importantly, to stick together. Ngati Manawa, me noho tōtara pakaua tātou, kaua e noho tōtara wāhirua. Ngati Manawa, united we stand, divided we fall. Bill spoke of how he wanted his people to get out of grievance mode and into iwi dependency mode. He also spoke of how hard this would be while the sins of the Crown had not been identified. The Crown's sins against Ngati Manawa people have taken many forms, were perpetuated over many years, and remain etched into the lives of generations of the people of Tangi Haruru. Ngati Manawa's claims relate to the region around Murupara, the Kaingaroa Plains, the Central Bay of Plenty. Their claims relate to the consequences of the Crown actions during the New Zealand Wars, Crown actions and omissions with regards to the native land laws and Crown land purchasing techniques. The Crown recognises Ngati Manawa's traditional, historical, cultural and spiritual interests and seeks to strengthen those bonds through the vesting of sites of particular significance, cultural redress and first right of refusal to purchase certain commercial properties. Significantly, today marks the gifting of the ancestral mountain Tāwhiuau to the people of Ngati Manawa, and then the gifting back of the maunga to all the people of New Zealand that will recognise Ngati Manawa's sacred association with Tāwhiuau. And inland iwi, Ngati Manawa's destiny has been forever linked with their waterways, their ancestral river. The Crown's takeover of the Rangitaiki and other rivers began in the late 19th century. Large parts of New Zealand were soon powered by 3 hydroelectric dams located throughout the region. However, while New Zealand benefited, Ngati Manawa suffered. They suffered the comprehensive loss of their ancestral river, the destruction of their primary food source, and the demise of their cultural and economic asset base. Today's legislation will see the creation of a body to restore Ngati Manawa and Ngati Whare mana over the Rangitaiki and other waterways. They will, by law, take part in a management regime that will seek to restore and protect their ancestral waters. The Rangitaiki River Forum will be comprised of equal iwi and council representatives in order to protect and enhance the health and well-being of the Rangitaiki River catchment and its tributaries. This shared redress is a model for future relationships between iwi Māori and the Crown. Ko au ko te whirinaki ko au. I am the whirinaki is me. Mr. Speaker, the people of Ngati Whare's Kaitiaki bond to te whirinaki te pua a tāne spans generations and has endured the challenges of land alienation, disenfranchisement, industrial expansion, and environmental destruction. In recent years, the rest of the world have discovered something Ngati Whare people have always known, that the whirinaki is a unique taonga found nowhere else on the earth. Likened by international conservationists to a living cathedral, the whirinaki is one of the planet's last prehistoric rainforests. Of enormous cultural and spiritual value to Ngati Whare, the whirinaki contains numerous wāhi tapu and sites of significance. Mr. Speaker, after years of negotiations, today the Crown and Ngati Whare are breaking new ground regarding the settlement of Treaty of Waitangi claims. Their co-governance plan for Te Whirinaki Te Pua Atane Forest Park is another model for future negotiations. Included in this unique arrangement is Crown assistance to enable Ngati Whare to regenerate indigenous Mātai, Rimu and Kahikatea in areas of pine forest within Whirinaki Crown Forest licensed land. Mr. Speaker, the claims of Ngati Whare also relate to the Crown's shameful actions against their members during the New Zealand Wars, actions that have resonated through generations of families over 144 years. The storming of Te Haremapa is an event that has lived in the memories and the hearts of Ngati Whare since the Crown raided this kāinga in May 1869. Several men were killed in the surprise attack, some elderly, some trying to escape with their families. According to Ngati Whare oral tradition, women were raped during the invasion, and as a consequence, some committed suicide. 50 women and children were imprisoned. Te Haremapa, their home, was destroyed along with other kāinga, cultivations, provisions in the valley, as per the Crown's scorched earth policy at the time. Mr. Speaker, today the Crown acknowledges with deep regret the harm inflicted on the people of Ngati Whare during and after the attack on Te Harema. Today the Crown unreservedly apologises to Ngati Whare for these actions. Ko tū wata wata te maunga, ko whirinaki te awa, ko whare pākau te tangata, ko Ngati Whare te iwi. As we stand together today, the Crown alongside Ngati Manawa and Ngati Whare, we look at the past with our eyes wide open. We do not shy away. All those things Ngati Manawa and Ngati Whare families have lost due to the actions of the Crown can never be totally replaced. And yet today, Ngati Whare and Ngati Manawa settle their grievances with the Crown, and in doing so, honour us all with their mana. To quote a Ngati Whare saying, kia mana ai wō rātou hakapapa. By their actions, they instill their whakapapa with mana. I commend this bill to the House.
The question is that the motion be agreed to.
Mr Speaker.
Honourable Parakura Hora.